surprise discovery is breathing new life into an old sign in downtown Appleton.
Pauline Lee is there to check it out. Good morning, Pauline.
You're gonna have to wait just a little bit longer before you can see that sign, because I have to tell you where I am. I'm in the former Conkey's bookstore building in downtown Appleton. If you remember, got a new owner last February. I'm here with him, Will Weeder.
Morning.
So Will, this is really a work in progress. What are you planning here?
Well, we're gonna bring back Conkey's bookstore, in downtown Appleton, and get the storefront with a tenant and bring some activity down there. And upstairs, my wife and I are planning on living here.
Okay, so renovations started. Now let's talk about this big sign. You didn't expect to find this. This didn't even look like what it did when you bought the building, but tell me how you discovered it.
Yeah, well, we didn't know it was here at the time. Up above in the rafters, we could see when we went up in the attic, there's an old Kimball Brothers Meat Market sign, and we thought that was the extent of it.
Yeah.
This was the external wall of the building next door when they added this building. And so one day there was just this little tiny hole in the plaster.
Where?
Right about here, in the middle of the O, and all you could see is a little black spot.
Yeah.
And my wife said, I think there's something there, and I disagreed with her, and I was wrong as usual. We just started peeling back the plaster, and slowly but surely we saw this gigantic and historic sign.
And we have pictures to show you of that process, peeling away the plaster. This is huge. Did you expect it to be this big?
No, not at all, and kind of dominates this wall. But we didn't really know what we had at all when we first started here. We thought it was kind of neat, and I just assumed we would cover it up once we finished seeing what we had here. But the more we learned, we realized that this was a piece of Americana, something that people really kind of treasured, and our friends and family and others have kind of encouraged us to preserve it, which we've done, and incorporate it into our house.
And we're going to talk more about the preservation process, and we are going to talk about just kind of where these signs are in downtown Appleton. There are other similar ones. We're going to cover all of that all this morning.
It looks like it's been preserved so well.
It does.
Thanks, Pauline.
Wow.